Alright, this is John Kola with OKRAW.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you here in Long Beach, California. And I'm here for a very exciting episode for you guys today. We're going to do a review. And we're not doing a review of this place right here, which is Rainbow Juices. Because you guys know me, right? I sell juicers, I juice at home, I travel with a juicer in the car. I don't usually buy juices when I travel, right? And neither should you guys. You guys should travel with your juicer. But if you're not going to do that, hey, get some local fresh juice at Rainbow Juices here in Long Beach. Now the reason why I want to have this episode is because not only do the owners of Rainbow Juices have the Rainbow Juice Bar here, you guys can get fresh, cold pressed juice. They actually opened a new place next door that actually just opened up literally 2 weeks ago. So they're not even fully set up yet. So I'm getting an opportunity to actually eat here before all you guys and actually give you guys a review of my honest opinions of what I think. They're actually having a grand opening maybe like in a few weeks. So I'll let you guys know the date of that so you guys can show up. They'll probably have samples and all kinds of cool stuff. But where we're at now is actually, it's right up there. It's actually raw vegan, called Under the Sun Living Foods Cafe. So I'm actually quite excited about this cafe because I've seen a lot of cool Instagram posts that they had and know that they create a lot of the different foods here. And another thing that's really cool is as we were parking and driving up, they're getting actually a fresh produce delivery direct from the farmer. So nothing better than that. Let's go ahead and head in to this cafe and check it out. So first I want to let you guys know this cafe is open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So closed Sunday and closed Monday. And if you're eating dinner here, get early. We got here today about 6 o'clock. And yeah, let's head inside. This is a nice new place, really clean and tidy. So inside here, they're just still kind of finishing up the construction. They're not fully set up yet, so they got a lot of like empty shelves that, you know, hopefully soon they're gonna have filled with all kinds of cool stuff. You know, raw, vegan, healthy, health-oriented herbs and tonics and things. They got a little case here with different desserts, waters, kombucha, fermented veggies, all kinds of cool stuff. And this is the main area where you're gonna order. And so I always like places that have like a dessert like rack here, so you guys can check it out. They got all different kinds of desserts that you could actually just come in, grab and go. And then they have a little menu here. You got a little menu here that you guys can order from. Now this is not their complete menu, so you guys are seeing this like, I mean, literally they opened 2 weeks ago. And so this is like their temporary menu that they're, you know, still revising and coming up with more and new things. But so far this menu looks pretty solid to me. Basically, some of the starters range in price from $7 to $12, and the main dishes run $13, $14. The sides between $2 and $6, and you got, of course, the desserts. The prices vary, and then you got drinks, including smoothies, tonic elixirs, and shots. But I think mainly I'm going to stick with some of the starters and the mains because I'm just basically coming here for dinner. I'm quite hungry. So what looks good for me today is actually on the starters, I'm going to go ahead and get a cucumber roll, and then I'm going to go ahead and get a main of the LBC Sandwich. And basically just looking at the different ingredients in here, they're basically using fruits and vegetables is the main part of what they're serving here. Just either wrapped up in a wrap or maybe with some dehydrated onion bread. And also, they also include, you know, good portions of fermented vegetables and also fermented nuts, you know, which are definitely better ways to eat some of the vegetables and the nuts. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these two. And then I'm here with my buddy today, Jake Mace from Vegan Athlete. And you can check his YouTube channel out. I'll put a link down below. You can check him out there. But actually, he got a couple cool things too. He's got the, I think he's getting the tuna wrap. No tuna, or no fish had to die for this wrap. And he's got the spicy papaya roll, which actually sounds good. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get ordered, and then we're gonna wait to get this food to come out. So I wanna let you guys know that actually I'm here before the grand opening of this place. That's why this place kind of looked a little bit barren when I walked in. They're just kind of getting up to speed, and they're still kind of like training the crew and everything that works here. So far, I've had some amazing service, but I wanna let you guys know that they're having a grand opening May 28th, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if you're here in the Los Angeles, Orange County area, you definitely want to come up here and check this place out. And yeah, stay tuned. So I'll be reviewing some of the food and letting you guys know how it tastes. So one of the things about being a raw vegan, and hopefully you guys that are vegans watching this, you guys eat high water content foods and constantly stay hydrated. So one of the things you guys got to constantly do is go to the bathroom. So it's very important that places that I visit have a nice clean bathroom that are available for use. So I'm gonna show you guys what the bathroom looks like here. So cool, they got 2 bathrooms, one on either side. They're unisex or whatever. You could use it whether you're a guy or a girl. So that means you can have faster access. And this is what it looks like on the inside. This is probably one of the nicest, cleanest bathrooms, nice and white. I mean, this place is brand new. I like that they actually have the, like Dr. Bronner's natural soap. And yeah, all stocked up. But hey, get out of here, I gotta use the bathroom. So the one thing I have to say is that actually the food came out so super quick. I'm super impressed. Most raw food places, man, you could like go to the bathroom, you could like watch a sitcom, and the food finally comes out. This place, I mean, I barely got to sit down and the food was like already here. I'm like, oh my God, it's insane. Now they did have about a half dozen people here, and it wasn't like a packed house, but nonetheless, impressive how fast the food came out. And here's the first thing that came out. Actually, it's the cucumber rolls. This is one of the starters I got right here. And this basically looks like just, you know, vegetables cut up. So it's like sprouts with a sauce around the edge, cucumbers, avocados, all around with nori, with a miso dipping sauce and some fermented vegetables, which looks like some actually ginger. And the cool thing about the food here, unlike many other raw food places that I've been to, is actually this looks like something actually I would eat personally at home, right? I eat things that have high water content and high fruit and vegetable and sprout content, because those are the healthiest foods. You know, a lot of raw food places tend to focus on a lot of the dehydrated stuff, which actually, they do have a few dehydrated things, but it's mostly based around fresh fruits and vegetables. I really can't wait to eat this. All right, the next item that came out is one of the main entrees. This is the LBC Sandwich. And if you're wondering what LBC stands for, it stands for Luther Burbank Center if you're in Santa Rosa, but actually here, it stands for Long Beach, California. So this is the Long Beach, California raw vegan sandwich right here. They're using some dehydrated onion bread right there, and look at that on the inside, man. It's just filled with sprouts. I think these look like actually broccoli sprouts, which are some of the most nutritious sprouts you guys can be eating. Anti-cancer, leafy greens, peppers, cucumbers, some fermented beets, some nice delicious sauce up there, all raw. And then of course you got a little side of kale chips. So if you guys are used to eating like, you know, hamburgers and like onion rings or hamburgers and french fries, this is something you guys could get to be like way healthier for you. I just can't wait to eat it. So yeah, these are the 2 items I got, but my buddy Jake, he eats a little bit more than me. So he's got a few more things that I want to show you guys. So first thing Jake got, he got the spicy papaya rolls. And these guys, these look amazing to me. I want you guys to eat foods of color, foods that have rich, delicious colors. And this one is just tantalizing to my eyes. And just to compare this, what Jake got to my cucumber rolls, they just look a lot more boring, plain and drab. Now I don't know how they're gonna taste yet, but to me, these ones just look way more tasty. They're using actually ripe papayas that actually they marinate or dehydrate to get to a right texture, and then put some sauces in there. And I'm sure this is gonna have a nice balance between sweet and then you know, spicy or salty with the miso dressing that looks to be the same as the one that I got. The other thing that Jake got, actually, this plate is actually rather heavy, so if you're looking probably for one of the best deals here with like the most massive quantity of food for the cheapest price, it's this right here. This is known as the tuna wrap. And check it out, man, these are just full-on collard leaves wrapped up with really nice, delicious, beautiful looking shredded vegetables on the inside, including sprouts, and looks like we got some cucumber in there, shredded carrots, purple cabbage, and then we got the tuna, which is a sunflower based and seasoned to make it taste like tuna. No fish had to die so that you guys could eat a tuna tasting wrap here, and just some nice delicious sauce. And of course they also got a little side of the pickled vegetables, which I would encourage you guys to eat. You know, this is a nice small portion of pickled vegetables to go along with your meal. I like to enjoy pickled vegetables not as my main course or my main meal, but with all the foods that I eat to get better digestion and for some of the beneficial probiotics contained within. So another thing Jake got, because he's pretty adventurous and daring, he's got actually the Rishi almond milk cappuccino. So this actually comes out warm, and if you're used to drinking a Starbucks, right, this is like 10 times healthier. They actually froth up the coconut milk and the almond milk, and like Jake said, this tasted amazing. It has like tonic elixirs like reishi mushroom and all these other tonic herbs. It'll probably put some hair on his chest and let him be immortal like he wants to be. All right, and then the last thing we got, quite special today, And they just kind of brought this out for a sample because I asked and inquired about some of the fermented cheeses they do here, which is really cool because, you know, fermented cheeses, fermented nut cheeses are probably one of the best ways you guys could consume and eat your nuts. So they basically have some fermented cashew cheese they made here, along with some dehydrated onion chips that they gave us for sample. So actually I'm gonna sample this right now, let you guys know what it tastes like. Wow. Oh my God, if you guys eat dairy cheese, you guys gotta come here. To me, and I haven't had dairy cheese in quite a while, this tastes like a nice, kind of has that bite, you know, when you eat it. And the onion crackers, they're quite good. Some of the best I've had in a while. So now I want to taste test some of these guys for you on the video. I've eaten some of this stuff, but some of the stuff I haven't even touched yet because I want to wait to, you know, have my real response on the video for you guys. I have eaten some of the cucumber rolls that you guys can see here. I've eaten actually a number of them. Basically, my assessment on these cucumber rolls is they're pretty bland tasting. And some people like things bland. They don't like it too salty and all that stuff. That's these guys. Now, if you put it in the miso dipping sauce here, and you know, dip it on up, this stuff absorbs the dressing really easily. And then you eat it, then it's actually quite good. The miso dipping sauce, I mean, it adds a taint of saltiness, but it's not like one of those namashoyu sauces or soy sauces that's like super salty. It has a tad bit of salty, but also some sweetness, maybe from some kind of juice or something. So actually I kind of like it with the sauce for sure. So the next thing I want to eat for you guys on camera is actually the spicy papaya roll. So this is actually what Jake Mace ordered actually, and I gotta say that the spicy papaya roll was way better than the cucumber roll in my opinion. The spicy papaya roll can actually just be eaten plain without even dipping it. It actually has quite a good flavor, a good balance of sweetness and just you know, fatty richness and a little bit of saltiness, but not too much. It's quite good, but to even make this better, you could go ahead and dab it in that dipping sauce, and literally the fresh vegetables just absorb all that dipping sauce, so it's going to taste delicious when you eat it. Man, that's like way better. So if you come here, you're looking for an appetizer, trust me, this is the one you guys want to get. So now I want to share with you guys actually that LBC sandwich that I haven't gotten to eat yet, and also I got a little of the tuna wrap that Jake Mace saved for me, and then also that kale chip. So first I want to do the easiest thing first, the kale chip. Actually, I do want to say that this is actually probably one of the nicest serving of kale chips that I've got at any place that actually serves kale chips on the side. Normally they give you like 2 little chips. This is actually a nice serving. Like, you know, I buy like kale chip bags sometimes when I'm not making my own. And this is probably about like, I don't know, maybe a half or 2/3 of a bag of kale chips. And so yeah, let's go ahead and try it on camera for you guys. Nice and crunchy. Now what I will say is, it's all right. It kind of tastes more like the kale chips I would make at home versus like a commercially made kale chip. The other thing I want to say is that, check it out, my shirt. Every day I'm kaling it. Kale's a really good food now. While I like to kale and eat kale often, it's not something I eat every day, and I want to encourage you guys to rotate your foods that you're eating. If you guys want to get a shirt like this, check out a cool website, harmlessthreads.com. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. So the next thing I'm gonna eat is, Jake Mace gave me a small piece of his tuna wrap that he got, that he's devoured, and he seemed to like. But we're gonna go ahead and try a little bit, and basically it's on a collard leaf. We got some nice vegetables in there, and a sunflower seed, sprouted sunflower seed based tuna wrap with the right spices, so it tastes like you're eating like a tuna fish, but no fish had to die. It's actually pretty good. I get the tuna flavor, but I taste a lot of the collard green a little bit stronger. I do like all the vegetables. I mean, this is definitely one vegetable-rich dish. I'm gonna go ahead and chew the rest of this up. We're gonna come back at you for the main course, the sandwich. The last food item I'm gonna get to eat today is the LBC right here, the sandwich. This thing is like, is piling out with sprouts so much, it's insane. They're like falling out and dripping everywhere. It's got the guacamole in there, some kind of mayo they make fresh, sprouted, pickled beets, lots of veggies. Wow, this is probably like the best entree that I've had so far. So if you come here, definitely want to get the LBC. I like the onion bread on there, and I like all the vegetables in there. Really nice flavor balance, not too dry, and unlike the collard wrap, you're not tasting a lot of green if that's what you don't like. But hey, if you like green, go for the collard wrap, but if you want something that tastes really good, this is it, man. You got some pickled vegetables, guacamole, like, it's the bomb. So now it's time for dessert. I've been waiting my whole meal for this. This is the Solstice cheesecake right here. Unlike any other cheesecake I've had before, they make this actually with young coconut water. Not many places make it with young coconut water. They just use standard, like, filtered water. So they're kind of like taking it up a level. Plus, check it out, man. This is like a dried long on the top, and besides the dried long on the top, it has other superfoods mixed in. Now, I'll give you guys a warning here. You know, while most of the things here are vegan, they do use honey in a few of the desserts. So if that bothers you, be sure to check with them to find out which desserts have honey and which do not. You know, they have a good selection of both for those of you guys that don't mind a little bit of raw honey sometimes. So let's go ahead and bite into this cheesecake right here. I like that this actually has like ginger and turmeric and orange and mesquite, all kinds of good stuff. Really nice texture on that. Man, you know what? And if you don't come here for anything else, get the raw desserts, because raw desserts are always a hit. Even if you don't eat raw foods, even if you're not vegan, everybody always loves raw desserts. And hopefully this will be no exception. Wow. That's intense, man. The mouthfeel to me is just like cheesecake. That being said, I haven't had cheesecake in over like 30 years now. Really good mouthfeel. Has just enough sweetness. If you like things overly sweet, you may not like this cheesecake, because it's like right at the borderline of like where maybe could be a little bit more sweeter in my opinion. But to me, this is just like right. I don't like things like overly sweet or sickly sweet, and this is definitely not. I could definitely taste the complexity of all the superfoods, but I think overall, I like it. So now I want to give you guys my summary of Under the Sun Long Beach, this raw vegan cafe here in Long Beach. And we got a special guest today, my cameraman for today, so thanks Jake for being the cameraman.
Absolutely.
And you can check out Jake at Vegan Athletes. I'll put a link down below to his channel. He'll also have a review video or some other, he's filmed a whole bunch of stuff here too, actually with one of the owners.
Maybe behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes, yeah, something. But we wanted to go ahead and summarize our thoughts on the cafe today. First, I'll let Jake go and share what he thought about the restaurant here.
Well, I gotta say, it's a great restaurant because it's made you very excited. You've been very excited this whole time.
I'm like a kid in a candy store.
That's right. And the team over here, Under the Sun, has been very sweet to stay open late for us to make this video. And I've been vegan 16 years, since I was 19 years old. But that hasn't always meant eating a raw vegan diet. You know, just as long as it's vegan and no animals had to suffer, I've been eating it. Since I've been gardening for the past 7 years, my Vegan Athlete channel has a lot of gardening. I'm infinitely healthier in terms of more raw foods in my vegan diet. So it's a treat to hang out with you as a raw foodist, because I end up eating way more raw foods than I ever would have, and I feel alive and vibrant and kind of like shaking with energy in a good way. And then when I go work out tonight or tomorrow morning, I really have great workouts, and my body, my muscles, and my endurance and my energy responds very well to the raw food. So anything I can do to find a restaurant like this that's delicious and unique and has a great palate, but yet it's raw, I'm all for it, and I really had a great experience.
Cool, so on a scale of 0 to 5 apples, how many apples would you rate this place?
I mean, it's gonna be 4 apples, 9/10 of the 5th one, so I would say 4.9.
Wow. Wow.
I've only been to a few restaurants I like better, so this is pretty good.
Cool.
And it was unique that we came here. We weren't going to come here. It wasn't in our plan.
Yeah, we weren't going to come here.
So the fact that it was a surprise made it even better, I think.
Yeah, we actually went to OKRAW last night. How do you like it compared to OKRAW from last night, actually?
Different.
Good. Yes, different.
I would give like OKRAW 4.9 like Granny Smith apples, and this one 4.9 Red Delicious apples. Both organic. They were both very good in different ways. This was very fresh, and I liked it a lot.
Cool. Yeah, so now I want to show you guys my opinion. So basically what I thought is, overall, I'm going to have to say I like this place actually better than what I had at OKRAW last night. So there's a few reasons for that. Number one, like I had a weird leftover flavor in my mouth after I ate it all off. I only had one dish there too, you know, I didn't have like a couple things like I had here. I didn't have dessert there either. Maybe if I had dessert there, I would have liked it more.
Sure.
But the other thing is that I'm eating it all lock before and I haven't eaten here. And the other thing about this place is actually they have basically the recipes here are based around fruits and vegetables. At all lock, there's maybe, you know, a lot more processed raw foods. And actually, you know, just like Jake has found with gardening, you know, he gardens now and he eats more raw foods and they're fresh, whole plant foods. They're not these processed vegan packaged stuff or packaged raw things. He's eating just literally more fruits and vegetables. And literally that's what you guys are gonna get when you guys come here. You're just gonna get more fruits and vegetables to eat that are packed up in cool ways, whether it's in a nori, whether it's in a collard leaf, whether that's, you know, around, you know, some onion, dehydrated onion bread. There's basically just filled with fruits and vegetables. And that's why I like it here a lot more. And I'm sure that when I wake up tomorrow morning, I'll feel a lot better than I did this morning, you know, from eating all ock last night that actually had a lot more, you know, maybe salt and oil in it. They do, you know, lower salt here, and actually, you know, they do use some oil, but they use it, you know, some recipes had none, some had, you know, sparingly. It wasn't like a ton of oil, like most raw food places, unfortunately, rely on oil and or fat and, you know, salt to make their food taste really good. Oh, and of course, let's not forget extracted sugar products, even if it is raw. And so those aren't the healthiest foods. So I was really happy that actually I found a place that actually is quite healthy, tastes good. I mean, that's like the kicker for me, you know. So
and at the same time, this place is brand new.
And it's brand new.
It's very well designed. It's very clean.
Yes.
And they're maybe more willing to kind of give you more for your buck because they're trying to establish themselves well in the community.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So come here now.
Come here, yeah, come for their opening, you know, their grand opening.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I always rate a place from 0 to 5 apples, and I'm quite tough. I'm not as easy as Jake. Jake rated it almost like 5.
Do you do like 5. Point like I did, like 4 points?
I don't do point. I do halves, so I go by halves. I think, you know, I think I rated only like the most I ever gave was 4.5 or 4 points. I mean, I have to give this place probably one of the highest ratings, 4.5 points.
Wow.
I only give 5s if like they actually have like produce walls of like lettuce growing on their walls and they're harvesting this stuff right before I eat it. But you know, as I mentioned earlier, I saw actually as we walked up, the produce guy or the farmer was delivering, you know, a big, you know, delivery of fresh produce. So, I mean, and we're here on a Saturday. So if they're getting deliveries on Saturday, you know, they're getting deliveries constantly probably throughout the week as they go through it. Which is good instead of getting, oh, we get like one shipment in the beginning of the month. It has to last us the whole month. And I'm sorry for the people that come on the 29th day because that's like 28-day old produce. So they're getting, you know, produce delivered regularly. That's definitely really important to me because I found, you know, the quality of the produce can make or break the food. And especially the sprouts. I found the sprouts to be some of the freshest sprouts that I've ever eaten outside of being at Hippocrates Health Institute in South Florida.
And that nut cheese that was fermented.
Oh my God, yeah, the nut cheese was fermented.
Cultured here was so amazing.
Yeah, the cultured here. That's another thing, you know, the live food aspect of the restaurant here, which many places that are raw simply don't focus on. You know, the cultured vegetables, the cultured cheeses, those are super important, super critical, you know, for your health, for your microbiome that a lot of places don't necessarily focus on. And of course, all the fresh fruits and vegetables that you guys are eating here are feeding that microbiome that you're getting with the probiotics when you're eating some of the cultured foods.
I think one of the ways I know if the restaurant's good or not is if I leave full and how much do I have in my to-go boxes. And so I am completely full right now and I have a mountain of to-go boxes over there to eat later. So that means to me this place was pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm surprised, you know, Jake usually eats like a horse. I mean, he works out a lot, he burns lots of calories, he usually eats a ton. And I was actually surprised that he didn't eat as much as I thought he would eat.
It was dense, it was really good.
Yeah, it was really filling and just so good, yeah. So any final comments or last words for my viewers today, Jake?
I would say of all the places we've come in we've been hanging out together for 4 or 5 days now. We got 3-4 days left. This was the best so far.
Cool. Cool.
Under the sun.
And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, check out your YouTube, Instagram, all your stuff.
Please.
Tell them.
I've been very active on Instagram, Jake Mace Tai Chi, like doing Tai Chi, Jake Mace Tai Chi. But on YouTube, just search Jake Mace Vegan Athlete or Jake Mace Kung Fu, and you'll find my 2 channels and subscribe to them. Or go to jakemace.com.
Cool. All right, Jake. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, if you want to learn more about Under the Sun, you want to check them out on their website, underthesunlb.com is what it is. I'll put a link down below to that, also to their Facebook page. They're still kind of getting their online presence going on. But yeah, come to their grand opening. I'll put also the description, you know, the address and phone number so you guys can contact them if you want to come out. So I always like to hook you guys up for those of you guys that actually watched the end of this video, because I know most of the people that have watched this video probably bailed out after about 8 minutes, according to the statistics. So since you guys watched the end, and you guys, if you guys come to Under the Sun here down in Long Beach, mention OKRAW, and they're gonna hook you guys up with a 10% discount because you're one of my faithful viewers. So yeah, kudos to the new restaurant here. I hope they're quite successful and stay open for a long time, along with their juice bar, you know, that is next door that I actually did not get to try, that serves cold pressed juices here in Long Beach.
We'll do that next time.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. And there should be, you know, places that serve fresh juices and fresh, healthy foods, you know, like the Under the Sun Long Beach in every city. And I'm so glad that they're here, you know, filling that need here in Long Beach, because it's, you know, it's definitely needed, because, you know, most cities, unfortunately, don't have healthy options. So I'm glad this healthy option is here for all you guys in Southern California. So with that, if you guys enjoyed this restaurant review, hey, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. That'll motivate me to do more restaurant reviews in the future. Also send your shout outs to Jake down below in the comments.
I'll get in there and answer the comments, so comment below.
Cool. And then also be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on any of my new and upcoming episodes that are coming out. I've been ready 5 to 7 days. Be sure also to check my past episodes, over 450 videos now on this YouTube channel, and have the most raw food restaurant reviews of anybody that I know on YouTube. Yeah. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRAW.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.